Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, The Summit.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Steven's single, lady. D-Generation Sex. Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that. Bo, conversationalist person.
Bo
Hey.
Horrible. The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Steve.
And the face of the company, Mike.
J-Bo-L.
Michael.
You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude. Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. I am your host today, the mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven, and that guy that's always on top of the mountain, the Summit. What are you laughing about over there? We haven't even started the show yet.
I know, and welcome to the show.
Yeah,
of course,
welcome on Periscope to the show. Stop giving us hearts.
No, keep giving us hearts. Listen, no, Sean's killing me over here. First he said that it was a lesbian channel for $9.99. That's what TLC's for.
Is that what
and then, he said round 3 for us in here, it's a tickle fight. I said, no, it's a pillow fight maybe, but not
a tickle fight, but...
Yeah. We don't fight on this show. We don't believe in violence.
All right.
Go ahead.
So on today's show, we're going to talk about TLC. We're going to be reviewing it. We'll be reviewing tables, ladders, and chairs. The pay-per-view that was last Sunday. We're going to be talking about it today on the show. So let's go ahead and open up with that. James, I know that you love doing reviews, but before we get into that.
First you tell me to go, and then you say, oh, sorry.
Would you like me to tell everyone?
You're still a D-. Different day, you're still D-.
Yeah, I know. Would you like me to tell everybody our picks and all that and who won?
Do you have it? Go ahead and pull. Now, since you got it pulled up, all right, I'll tell you, this is what we'll do. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead and tell them who won. We'll go through and tell you the picks as it goes.
Well, unfortunately, there's an unstable winner today. His name is the Melting Pot. The Melting Pot won again. He's already now twice in a row.
Well, not only that, but he actually went undefeated.
Again.
7-0. No, he didn't go undefeated last time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's what she...
I don't remember
yeah.
that. I don't remember. Don't ever do a yes, yes, yes chant. I swear.
All right.
Anyway.
So, we had Ryback versus Rusev. We all had Rusev.
No, we'll go through the...
Oh, okay.
Tell me the records of who won.
All right,
then we'll
so,
go through it when we go to matches. When we go through the matches...
You have the records?
No. Actually, you do have the records.
Do I have
I'm telling you, man. It's a rough job being a co-host with him.
It is a rough job for
all
me.
right, here's the rankings. Let me break it down for you.
All
Then
right.
I'll go through the matches. You tell me who everybody picked when we go through the matches.
Okay.
I finished 4-3. Steven was 3-4. JP was 7-0. And bringing up the rear view, no pun intended, is Scott Ely. He was 2-5.
Really?
Yeah, 2-5, man.
Man, Scott, you got to get better, man.
Your batting average is as good as the Mets.
Yeah.
In the whole season.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, dude.
If we have any Mets fans out there, we're sorry. Well, I am. I don't know about the Dodgers fan over here, but I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're horrible. We bat about 150. But anyway, let's get into TLC. And you can tell me who everybody had.
Okay.
The first match of the night
The first match of the night was...
Hold on a second.
Oh, no.
It's like my tag team partner is Barry Horowitz. That's exactly right. And there was a Barry Horowitz reference on TLC. It was great.
Was the...
Yes, and there was another one I got to go into. The kickoff show, let me tell you, me and Melton Pot was talking earlier, to set who are these met so we don't talk about them. The way you start a pay-per-view is you have a good kickoff show match or a good first match of the night. I thought the kickoff show match was really good, and then, of course, the first match of the night was really good. So they started it off right. The kickoff show match was Sasha Banks versus Becky.
Yeah.
Sasha wins with the Banks statement after a distraction. Yes, it is live. It is live,
What?
the show.
Yeah, welcome. This is live. Can't get no better than live.
We are live. As we go on, please let us know. Yeah, as live it gets. Yeah, this is it.
This
You're
is
right. You won't get any better.
Don't. I'm sorry.
But the first match of the night was Sasha. Yes, she did win, and boy, she did great. It was a great match. Live and raw and uncut. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
But the first match of the night was Sasha and Becky. It was a good match.
Dude, stop trying to read the comments.
No,
Swag.
Sean, I ain't got to that match yet. So we'll talk about the dead Samoan.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about
we'll
that.
talk about him. But anyway, I was going to just say that Sasha and Becky had a great match. I don't know if you guys got to watch the what was the 12 Days song they were singing? The 12 Days of Christmas, they sung that, but they remixed it kind of. They did it their own way. Tamina was horrible. Tamina in this Team Bad group is killing it. She needs to go away.
What do you mean they're killing it?
No, I mean, she was just bad. Sasha and Naomi was great. Tamina was bad, though.
Well,
Then the first match of the night, we're getting to it now. Triple threat tag team title match. New Day versus Lucha Dragons, the Dead Dragons, versus the Usos.
the dead dragons, he said.
Yeah. So who had what?
All right, so...
And New Day end up winning. Who had...
well, our picks were like this. New Day was me and JP. Lucha Dragons was you for some reason.
No, hey, they stole they had the best move of the night.
Okay, but we knew that was why they were in the match. Okay, and the only person who picked the Dead Usos, that's what I'm going to call, or Usos -1, was Scott, our beloved Scott Ely, Mr. No Days Off. It's all, look.
So it started off good for you guys.
The match, what was the move he did? I forgot what they call it.
Sol.
Del Sol.
Sola, yeah, Sarita Del Sol. But it was a good move. It was a very good move.
I mean, it was a good move, and I mean, to me and JP talked about it. That's why we think that the reason they were only in the match was to do.
Well, of course, you
big
got
spot.
a ladder match.
But you got the
gotta
Usos
have
in
them
there. The Usos
No,
did
you could.
good.
No, I think the Luchas did good though. I thought you had to add them to this match.
Yeah,
you're trying to get them over. I thought it was a good move. But I thought it was a great match.
and I thought it was great that Xavier Woods was just on commentary the whole time, and then he'd be like, "Wait, I'll be right back," and then he goes plays his trombone, and then he comes back, and
Xavier Woods may not be able to wrestle. He might not be great wrestling in the ring,
No.
but the man has some charisma.
yeah.
He's got some charisma. He's funny. He adds to this New Day character. He is the New Day character.
He is. He's the one that really created. He is a future commentator, by the way, in my opinion. Do you not see him as a commentator later on?
Down the road.
I mean,
maybe.
just like he's good. He's just good on the mic.
If he can improve his in-ring,
Yeah.
he might be there even longer. And he's a smart guy. You know, he's a very smart guy. But we'll see what happens.
So what was our next match that we had?
The next match was the Ryback versus Rusev versus Lana.
Really?
No, with Lana, sorry.
Versus Lana.
It might as well be versus Lana.
Oh,
She was in it a
God.
lot. But who did we pick for this one?
All right, so for this one, This was plain and simple. We all had Rusev.
Thank you. And Rusev end up, actually, this was a no contest.
No, I thought actually Rusev won.
Yeah, Rusev did end up winning because Lana winner
Rusev.
She faked another injury. Rusev ended up winning with the Acolyte because Ryback passed out.
This is starting to get ridiculous, man.
My favorite part of this match was what Jerry the King Lawler said. If you didn't hear what he said, if you can't tell your girlfriend, how can you trust your wife? Yeah, and never say that to your wife.
Oh, my God. And now that's why Jerry Lawler does not have a wife anymore.
Well, I mean, if you can't trust your girlfriend, who can you trust?
Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
But that was great.
Man, I'm just getting tired of this, man. Please tell me this is it.
Well, here's my problem with this, and I know we were talking about it earlier, but if you're going to be the brute, be the brute.
Yeah.
Don't kiss her outside the ring.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Lana faking an injury. I understand that. That's her going from a face where she was before she left back to being a heel.
Yeah.
I understand that. You know, you can do that, but you know, Rusev's got to stop the kissy, lovey thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're supposed to be a brute. Why are you doing that? Does that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. If you're a brute, you don't, this is Mark Marrow and Sable all over again. We've been saying it since day one, and I hate it. The only thing that will help Rusev in this whole situation is the League of Nations thing. If he stays in a group, he'll be okay.
No, you
know?
brutes do need love too. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what?
Not what they say to me.
You don't have. You're not a brute. You're more like a squash.
A squash? What does that even mean?
You're like a round squash.
A round squash.
Yeah.
Squashes aren't round.
Actually, they are. If you fry squash is round. Fried squash is round.
Fried squash is round. Yeah, because they cut it up.
Maybe you need to be cut up. I don't know. Listen. But
I don't know what's worse, me as the board op or you not as the board op, because I can't tell right now.
No, there's more creativity on this side of the room.
Yeah, this is horrible creativity.
Yeah, you know, I'm just keeping it real. You know, I can see from the top of the summit. Anyway, you know, I'm telling you, asked for it. Now, I'm okay with the Ryback and Rusev thing. You know, this is what it is. If Rusev can get over with the League of Nations, you know,
of course,
and he can be pushed if he beats up people. Like I could see after this, I could see him having a rivalry with Roman Reigns.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I could see him and Roman Reigns having. They've had good matches before in the past, anyway.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, let's move on to the next one. The 8-man elimination tables match, the Wyatt family versus the Dudley Boys, Tommy Dreamer, and Rhino.
I'm sorry, I slept through this one.
Well, let me tell everybody who we had first before we get into it.
I can tell you real fast. Everybody, me and JP, the smart ones, actually picked the Wyatts, the Dirty Heels. We actually picked the Wyatts.
Shout out to Dirty Heels.
No disrespect. The name of our hockey team also. ECW was picked by Steven and Scotty.
Yeah, well, thanks for taking that over.
No, I knew who picked that one. I will say the Wyatts end up winning the match.
And they dominated, which I get why they did that.
That's the reason I did not want Tommy Dreamer and them in this match.
Because you knew it was going to be a domination match. Come on, you're not going to bring back like RVD or any of them.
You don't have to.
But you don't have to, but that's the reason Rhino and Tommy Dreamer came back. They're fine with putting people over. It's just like Chris Jericho. He'll put anybody over. It doesn't matter.
But is anyone going to remember this match ever? No. No one's going to ever give a crap. Now, the only good thing that happened in this match was Bubba Ray actually looked like Bully Ray to a point. And it ended very awkwardly. I didn't enjoy this match.
Yeah. Well.
So, but anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on.
The U.S. title chair match.
U.S. chair match. That's basically
it is. Del Rio versus Swagger. Del Rio wins with the stomp in the corner. Who had who?
Okay, so on that one, we had me and Scott had Swagger, and you and JP had Del Rio.
That's all. Don't worry, Scott. That's the only time Steven will ever have Swagger.
Or will it? Tune in next week to see if I have Swagger.
You do not have any type of swag. You're swaggerless.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I got Swagger.
Well, please don't say that again. But anyway.
Do we really got to talk about this match? I don't want to.
Real fast, we'll talk about it. It was okay. I didn't, maybe you're writing Zev Coulter off TV. He didn't interfere whatsoever.
That made me mad.
I personally think you should have had Swagger win,
Yeah.
but, I understand you want to keep the League of Nations dominant.
You can still keep him dominant and then, have Del Rio lose it, and then he wins it back next, week, or they gang up on Jack Swagger or something like that. What's wrong with that?
No, you could. And then the next match we want to talk about, to me, the match of the night, and of course it would be y'all's match. I know JP, the Melting Pot.
Yeah. Kevin Owens versus
Dean Ambrose.
All right.
Ambrose wins with a roll up. Of course, JP had Dean Ambrose. I think everybody else, and Scott had Ambrose.
Yeah, they.
Right? And then me and you had Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
No.
no. Actually, you and
Scott.
Scott had it. I had Ambrose, so I had Ambrose with JP. So for once, I was unstable for a minute. So
Yes, JP, he's the new unstable IC champion. I was very surprised. We did see the dirty deeds in the match. We didn't see the power bomb.
I wonder if
I
they're
was
trying to get
surprised.
away from the power bomb. You
No,
know?
I don't think. No, they won't. The thing is, it ended quickly for me.
Yeah.
It was. I figure I'll see a little bit more from the two of them.
Yeah.
And it feels like they're saving more for another match.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with.
Right.
And I got to say real fast, I do think. Kevin Owens had a great promo to get over Dean Ambrose at the beginning. I think now Kevin Owens is really a favorite to win the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. Now that he's not champion anymore.
Which is fine. I just hope this doesn't leave Dean Ambrose as an Intercontinental Champion. I want to see
it's
him
not.
go.
No,
up,
he
man.
will. He will.
But I hope this is a stepping stone.
No, it is.
I
But
really do.
I think personally what it is right now is a great rivalry between him and Owens for a couple months. And then the two of them will move on to bigger things. But like I was saying earlier, I could see this as the world title match in a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
Well,
this is a good match. Go, huh?
No, I was just going to move on
Yeah,
to.
let's get to the Divas title match.
Please, we got to talk about this.
We had Paige versus Charlotte with Ric Flair. Charlotte ends up winning after Charlotte takes the middle turnbuckle off the rope.
Yeah. By the way,
and ends up pinning.
Scott and JP had Charlotte, and
Of course they did.
You and
David
me had
Flair.
Paige. So
This was the most disappointing to me because Paige should have won this match.
yeah, she's had a
Because-
losing streak of
well,
6 months.
Well, now you got
Ooh.
yes, David Flair, but now you have Paige losing as much as Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. That's the issue to me. She can't lose this many title matches. So,
Yeah.
if you're going to do a Sasha Banks versus Charlotte match, please go ahead and do it. I can see Nikki coming back, getting a shot at the Rumble, against Charlotte, because she will be back. And by the way, so will John Cena. He's on the poster for Royal Rumble.
Which makes sense. They need to keep him away for a little bit because, we were kind of getting tired of it. We were, unfortunately.
We're still getting tired of it.
Yeah, but if he comes back at the Royal Rumble, come on, you'd be okay with that.
Well, no, here's why you will be okay with it, because he's going to sell tickets.
Yeah.
All right, John Cena.
always does.
You're heading into WrestleMania season, you need John Cena. And then the last match of the night, of course, was Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Sheamus ends up winning, and then after the match, Roman Reigns beats up Sheamus, the League of Nations, and he throws Triple H through a table.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, I know you and Scott had Roman Reigns. Me and JP actually went with Sheamus.
Yeah.
It was a good match. These two worked well together. They really did.
No, I mean, it was a good match and everything. I was talking to JP about it last night. Here was my problem. My only problem was the ending was a little lackluster to me. I'm not talking about him beating up everyone. That's fine. I'm talking about the end of the match when he went for the belt, and it's like he made it like Roman was supposed to be getting up, and he was going too slow to get the belt, and it made me mad. Like, I felt like he botched a few, like, at the end. Sheamus wasn't...
I don't know if Roman Reigns was supposed to get up, because the way they acted, Roman was... There was supposed to be another little segment.
Yeah.
It felt like something was missing at the end.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was a little upset. I just felt...
It was lackluster.
Yeah, like...
it was lackluster.
I mean, we saw him at the live event. He can put on a match. Trust me. They did a good match, them two.
No, they did a good match. But
it was fine.
No, it was a little bit lackluster at the end.
Yeah.
The very last minute for the match. I felt like there should be another spot in there. But it was a good match. The thing that really stole the thing for this match was Roman Reigns going crazy at the end of the match.
Yeah, which
he
is
had
what
to
we
do
wanted.
that, and he did it by himself. He didn't do it with the family or anybody else involved. Mm-hmm. I'm really surprised Dean Ambrose didn't come out to help, but I understand why they didn't. He used all the chairs and stuff. But, at the same point, the League of Nations looked weak. Where's Bad News Barrett?
Yeah.
Bad News Barrett was in the pre-show or when they did the commercial or they did the promo, but he wasn't there at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it was... All right, so overall, let's move on here. What do we give this pay-per-view?
I give it a solid Daniel Bryan.
A solid Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, a solid Daniel Bryan. A lower Daniel Bryan's a B-. I would give it a solid B+.
A lower Daniel Bryan. So there's a solid Daniel Bryan, a lower Daniel Bryan.
You got a solid Daniel Bryan. You got a lower. You got a lower Daniel Bryan. Then you got a mediocre Daniel Bryan.
A mediocre.
Yeah, which is a B.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say to you anymore. But...
Sean gave it a B+.
Oh, Sean gave it a B?
Scott gave it a B+.
All right, well, good.
I would definitely give it a B+.
Well, guys, that's another edition of Wrestling with Attitude here from the top of the summit here, and the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven. You can catch us on Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes. Also, catch us at WWA Show on Twitter, Wrestling with Attitude on Facebook, and WrestlingWithAttitude.com as always. Thank you.
And watch us on Periscope.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget about Periscope. Thank you. Good night.
And all that visions are sitting high on my own gold throne. Never listening criticism, I feel